Hi. Let's look at the second most used part of a standard Office suite, which is a spreadsheet. So in the beginning, this was a spreadsheet. Big, large sheets of papers with handwritten columns and rows of data on, for example, transactions of a business to be examined by one person. So a spreadsheet could, for example, show the cost, income, taxes, and we all had that on a single sheet of paper, and a manager had to look at this to take some decisions. So we can imagine that was quite difficult. Then first spreadsheet type of software was interactive applications where the manager was aided with the organization, analysis and storage of the data. So we can see an example here. It looks quite old-fashioned now. So these were actually made to have a computerized simulation of what was being done on paper before. So this program operates on data that is represented in different cells of an array that is organized in rows and columns. And each cell contains some data, which can be numerical, or it can be automatically calculated, or it can have any other value. So Lotus 123 or VisiCalc are examples of first spreadsheet applications. So nowadays what we see is this. This is an example of an Excel spreadsheet. So in modern spreadsheets, it's actually still the same. The data is being organized in a set of cells, and these are being organized again in an array of rows and columns. So the headers that we can see here, for example, of the columns are represented with letters, and the identification of the rows are with numbers. And this way each cell has a unique identification. For example, here this blue cell with number 14 in it, it has the identifier F5. So we can do calculations on these cells. This is one of the powerful features of spreadsheets. So here we see an example on how to do this. We have A4 with the number 5, we have B4 with the number 7, we have C4 with the number 6, and D4 with the number 2. And what we want to do is apply a formula to these four values in these four cells. So we can put the value here, and the result will be here. So for example, the formula we want to use is A4 plus B4 divided by C4 and all of it multiplied by D4. So if we do that, what we get in this specific example is result 4. So the formula is not displayed in this cell, but the result of the calculation is. So here's the calculation and here's the result. And effectively you can see 5 plus 7 is 12, divided by 6 is 2, multiplied by 2 we get 4. Another example we see here, there is 3 values we want to use in a formula. So there is a blue one in A4, there is a red one in B4 and a purple one in C4. And we just want to multiply these together, so the result is here. And we don't show this formula in the spreadsheet. What you see is the result of 62.4. We can also do calculations with basic operations and just use it as a very sophisticated calculator. So here you see, for example, we want to do this sum. 5 plus 3 minus 7 minus 5. We want to multiply, we want to divide, and we even want to do the power of 2. So here we have a whole formula with basic numbers, and here we have the result. So this is some of the basic operations we can use on spreadsheets.